Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, welcome to another special edition Olympic episode, Women's National Basketball Team episode of East Meets West, ladies and gentlemen, featuring your boy, your boy, subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe. Your boy, Mike and Khan.
Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, please do. Just giving y'all a little quick preview of tomorrow's game for the ladies out there.
Right.
Tomorrow we play Japan. Yes,
that's correct. That's correct. 12. What is it? 9 a.m. Eastern. 12,
is it not? Because it says
PM?
3 p.m. for me.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, no, I have it the other way around.
Legit. 3 p.m. might be 3 p.m. over there.
No, you're right. No. It's 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so, good.
That's a reasonable maybe y'all can sneak away. Maybe like an early happy hour.
Right. And take an extended lunch.
yeah. And not to be arrogant, but even if you can't sneak away. I would still encourage all our fans to watch a replay, but I think at least, for this upcoming matchup versus Japan, nothing against Japan. I love Japan. Okay. It's just think Team USA. We'll get into this, but I think this is a nice matchup to kind of ease them in to the Olympic. Yeah. I think we should all feel confident in Team USA being able to handle their Japanese counterparts. So,
I was about to use a real bad word.
yeah. Well, this is why, right? We are hosts. Yeah. But I guess let's just start. So, Team USA, they are in Group C. So of this 12 nation field, and in Group C, they are going up against Germany. Belgium, Belgium, and Japan. Now, according to FIBA's latest power rankings, the power rankings of the 12 teams participating in the Olympic basketball tournament, USA is obviously ranked number 1. Belgium is actually ranked number 2. So this does actually put a little intrigue to this group. Even though we are very confident about the women being able to. Yeah.
Julie Van Loo.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Michael will walk us through that. Yeah.
It's got to be because of Emma.
Probably.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Right. Which is great. That's great. It brings that level of intrigue, given that there is some familiarity, even though they these other nations, they may be the underdog, they have a plethora of experience playing against our ladies. So, hey, right, whatever at this point, right, whatever you can use to your advantage is welcome. So, but just quickly go. So, the power rankings, the US is ranked number 1, Belgium is number 2, France, the host nation, is number 3. Japan is actually number 4. So maybe we should not completely, completely dismiss their chances. Australia is ranked number 5. China is number 6. Canada at number 7. Spain at number 8. Germany at number 9.
What?
Serbia at number 10. Puerto Rico at number 11, and Nigeria at number 12. So actually, in hindsight, I don't know. Hopefully my opening comments doesn't come back to look really horrible. Something you could put an audio clip of on Freezing Cold Takes. But actually, Group C consists of number 1 seed USA, 2 Belgium, right? 4 Japan, and 9 Germany. So it's.
I think them ratings not. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because
it's power rankings, right? It takes into account what have you done recently, in your international, your exhibition series, the friendlies, and stuff like that. What did you do, in your Olympic qualifying tournaments? Right. So I guess the tenor of our tone, we feel very confident that the ladies should be able to handle their business
Yeah.
regardless of who they're staring across, on the other side of the court. But,
Yeah.
you know,
It should be like
this is,
Wonder Woman with the lasso, to
yeah,
be honest.
right. I mean,
But
this is,
I don't like that Belgium rating. I don't like that. Or Germany, I'm sorry. I don't like that because
being that
I
low.
don't know. I need to no, I don't. Yeah, I don't like it being that low. Because the Sabali sisters are over there. I don't think that it should be that low. Especially if Satu is like 100%. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
she's 100%, man. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, to me, right,
Yeah.
watching her in the exhibitions,
Yeah.
she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
She and her sister, if I didn't know that she had a prior injury, I would have never known. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looked,
Really? Because
yeah,
I didn't get a chance to
she
catch
did
that
not
one.
look hindered. She did not look physically compromised whatsoever. So that's why I'm like,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Right?
And
So
she's like full of like international play. You know what I mean? Like she was
yes,
one of the few players that I did watch abroad like often over the last, I would say probably 3-4 years, like since COVID. I would say it was Satu, and it wasn't her playing for Germany though. It was her playing for Fenerbahce, and I just
Fenerbahce.
watched her play. Yeah, Fenerbahce, and she was like dominant. You know what I mean? Like she was just doing everything that she could. And I just really felt like at the time, like back when Dallas was shuffling through, you know what I mean, all the different players on their roster and accumulating draft picks like they were the OKC Thunder or the NBA or whatnot, just stacking up players that they just needed to let her get some run, you know what I mean, and get an
Yeah.
actual prominent spot. And then we seen what happened last season. So if that's Satu, and especially if she's added to her game, is coming, good luck. Like I don't
Well,
think that they should be ranked. You said nice.
yes.
That's
According to,
nah.
these are
That's not
power
real.
rankings. These are
There
power
who
rankings. I mean, I
did they
shouldn't have
say
said
who?
seating.
Did they say who ranked them?
I don't know, FIBA.
Yeah.
I'm just on
Okay.
their official website, as
Okay.
but you know, well, I guess let's not get ahead of ourselves. So
Yeah.
again, tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3
Mm,
Eastern, the women take on Japan.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, Japan. To be honest, I'm the opposite. I'm kind of surprised Japan's ranked that high. And no
Yeah.
offense, but
No.
I guess
No.
it makes
No.
sense. Their
They.
roster, so their roster, uh, all of
It
their
has Rui
players,
Machida, and
yes.
I believe I've seen Stephanie Mawuli before. But
Hmm.
other than that, like I don't recognize anybody, so I can't
Yeah,
say that I speak like, oh yeah, they have.
I
Like
mean,
it's going to be interesting to watch with them being ranked that high. You know what I mean? So I
I'm a
that
little,
just made it more intriguing, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. There aren't as many familiar faces. I think to American audiences as there
Yeah,
have been in the past. If you are a WNBA fan,
yeah,
currently, like all 12 players on the Japanese national team, none of them are currently playing in the
and
WNBA.
yeah,
Um,
but Rui did
and what
though.
I'm actually kind of surprised, given that they're ranked that high or power ranked that high,
Mhm.
is compared to years past, they don't have as much size as they've had in the past. Like their bigs are all around like 6 foot, maybe 6'1".
Yeah,
They've had some substantial size. That's why I kind of would have had them lower. But as you said, Rui
dominance on the
Machida
way. Rui
is
Machida,
there.
yeah.
Saki
Mhm.
Hayashi is their team captain.
Okay,
What I could say about Japan, not that I'm like super knowledgeable, is
yeah,
that they have what they have going for them definitely is that they have a lot of chemistry. They for the most part they've been the same like
team,
core for the
yeah.
last couple international competitions. And
Okay,
as we see, right, even
yeah,
like in the men's game, that goes a long way.
yeah. Continuity is
Um,
law, to be honest.
yeah. And again, most of their veteran players and their leading scorers are pretty much guards and wings. And as we've seen, both men's and
I
women's,
mean,
you need good guard play. You need good guard
yeah,
play. You know,
and if they come to play, that might actually they might surprise us, to be honest, because I can't say that Kalia, Jewel, Brianna, like all of like the guard core outside of maybe I don't know, maybe Chelsea. like
Mhm.
is gonna play decent defense, but I mean, Jack. Well, let me not sleep on Jackie Young. Jackie Young will probably play really great defense, but outside of that, you can kind of get around the others. I
Yeah.
would think, especially Diana Taurasi. No dis DT. We love you.
Well, we'll get into that.
Congratulations on her. With your last hoorah. But I
Is
mean,
this
unless she
her what? Is this her fifth? This is her fifth Olympics, right?
that I
Fifth?
don't know. I want to
I think it's her fifth
say
Olympics.
because she's
Yeah.
been since let me see it was what 08, 12, 16. Yep, yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah,
So pretty incredible. Pretty
yep,
incredible. You
yeah, it
know.
is. And
Um.
then let's not forget what you mentioned, especially just looking at like us playing Japan and then just the competition in our group and just the competition overall. Like we spoke earlier about it, and uh, Dawn Staley, everybody, y'all know who Dawn is.
You want
She
to talk about
said
this now?
earlier.
Okay.
I mean, you want no? We can wait. We'll wait. We can wait.
Yeah.
I
Let's
just
let's
wanted
hold
to
on.
chime
Let's
in,
hold
like,
on. Yeah, because one, I mean, I think we're all fans of Dawn Staley. So when she
yeah,
speaks, we listen.
yeah,
But no, I mean, she also actually well, the point you're trying to make, we'll hold that for a couple minutes. But she actually did
okay,
make another good point about going back to this whole idea of team chemistry.
yeah,
As you said about Rui Mashida, again, uh, the team captain, Saki Hayashi, as I just said, and then Yuki Mizawa, one of the starting power forward. I mean, they all play on the same professional team, the same club team. The
yeah.
Fujitsu
Outside
Red
of Japan.
Wave.
Okay.
No,
Oh
in Japan,
wow. Oh
Fujitsu.
we
But that's
okay.
what I'm saying, right? A lot of these women, they have like a teammate,
Right.
right, from their
Yeah.
pro club.
Right.
So again, just going the whole idea of, right, again, a little bit more chemistry. They
Yeah.
know each other's tendencies,
Right.
you know, because obviously, yes, this is the first game, and you can say, okay, they've each had like some tune-up games, but
Yeah.
still, right now it really counts,
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean, what's the best way to get off to a good start, right? Just to try to execute a little bit more smoothly, and I
Yeah.
think for Japan, the familiarity that they all have with each other, that's got to be one of their bigger, like one of the things they're going to have to rely on,
Yeah.
or they're banking on, I should say.
It has to be for
Yeah,
them to be ranked third, right? Third.
yeah.
Said Belgium in second.
Because I
Okay.
mean, looking at it, they move the ball really well.
Mhm. That could
Really great.
win.
Like I said, what's
That could
that?
win. That
It
moving the
can.
ball really well could win. Like we've seen. Well, I've what I mean. All the WNBA fans have seen what the Lynx have been doing, the Minnesota Lynx. So
Yeah,
if you can move the ball well and you can be like efficient and at making your shots and making sure you're not like you have a really good shot selection because I will say sometimes our teams have lapses. Like the international team does have like moments where it's
yeah.
just like offensive lapses. You know what I mean? Not to say that it's going to happen this year. We do have injections of talent and youth right now, but
I do.
we is still there. Like until they fully iron it out. Although I'll let you go, but I think passing could win out. I don't want to just get to
Yeah, I
straight
mean,
banishment mode.
it's going to be interesting, right? Because, like I
Yeah,
said, they don't have
a
the
big.
size.
Yeah,
Yeah. To Well, I don't think anyone in the world can neutralize Asia Wilson
no,
or even Brianna Stewart for that matter,
no,
right? But like,
no,
they definitely can't go, bucket for bucket with them. Like, even
no.
if they wanted to, I don't think they have the means. So they're gonna have to. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Again, it seems like Japan's gonna have to be a little bit more perimeter oriented.
Yeah,
Um, I don't like saying it's just gonna go chalk it up all to luck,
yeah,
but I mean, I think they're gonna have to. I will say that Mizawa and yeah, Steffi Mawuli, I mean,
yeah,
they can shoot.
yeah,
They can shoot,
yeah.
right? And I don't know, if I had to guess, they're gonna
I've seen
try. They're gonna
play.
try to put, if they have Asia involved in the pick and roll, they're gonna try to pull them, pull her out of the paint. You know,
And
um,
then meet Brianna Stewart.
well, we'll see. We'll see.
Like,
Hey, right?
one of the
Use your
arguably
speed
one of the
advantage. They got
DPOYs.
to use their speed advantage. All right.
Yeah, we'll see how that
Um,
works.
yeah, I didn't say it's going to be work well. I'm saying I'm just envisioning what they could
Hell,
potentially do.
AT should be able to play center if she wanted to, with
Oh,
with
definitely.
the height disadvantages that are going on. You know what I mean? So, I
Yeah.
mean, I'll give them their respect for just because of their ranking, but can we get to doom or gloom?
I mean, do you think what is our projected starting lineup for the women?
uh, that is a good question. I want to say DT. That
Right? Yeah.
you know what? That's a good question.
It's
Because I don't
DT,
know. I don't
Kelsey
know if
Plum,
Brittany
right?
Griner is starting. I would believe Aja should start at center.
I think
Yeah,
Asia's right.
yeah. You got the computer right in front of you.
Oh,
But
well, no. The only reason why I say it because, well, I don't know if what they were using in the exhibitions, and even the All Star game. I'm not sure if that is really going to be the starting lineup they go with,
yeah,
right? Because I think what was it? It was like, yeah, like you said, DT, Kelsey
yeah,
Plum,
yeah.
uh,
Aja Brianna,
Asia,
and
Brianna.
I would think who would fit at the three? I guess Fee. Well, maybe not Fee, but I would probably put Fee in there. Honestly, if not,
Right.
probably what DT,
I would be surprised if she
DT
started
Kelsey.
though. Right.
That's a really good question that you posed there. Like, what is
Um,
there going to be? What is their their starting lineup going to be in the Olympics? That's a good one. That's something to
because
watch.
yeah, I'm not sure that what they had, like like I said, in the exhibitions in the All Star game
Yeah, if
was what we can expect.
they should probably go by matchup
Um,
since they're playing a
so it's
smaller team.
actually, yeah, I don't know. I mean, for the
Yeah,
exhibitions, they started like Chelsea Gray at sometimes, Jewel Lloyd a
yeah,
couple times.
yeah.
Um, I guess all I'm saying though is
That's something to watch for.
uh, not to pick because I know right
Yeah,
all the potential negative
Nick.
discourse around yeah all the potential negative discourse around Team USA
Yeah,
is again whether you want to say it's ageist or something like that. It's focused on DT. No, that's all I'm saying is again I hate to be hypocritical, but
it's ages.
if I were Japan's coach and they are committed to starting her,
Run
I mean,
her
wouldn't
in damn
right?
circles.
Am I
Yeah,
not right? Am I not putting her in a pick and roll, like a high pick and roll every single time?
yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. Which is why that's why I said, right? I'm really curious if they're really gonna do that. Now, to be fair, as we said, it might not matter. Right? Like
You get to the doom or gloom because I'm ready to go there.
yeah. Please.
But I
No. So I'm just saying, like, do you envision so that was one, and again I feel really bad because I feel like she's like the easy one to pick on, but do you envision that Japan trying to target some perceived area of weakness, or right, like the every team has a weakest area that might not
yeah,
be weak, what do you
yeah.
think? Anything?
If they want to win, I target DT because DT is older, although she's physical. Um, I would test Chelsea. Like we've seen Chelsea, she's been fine in the games that she has played, but I would put her to the test, run her through some of those screens and whatnot too, and see if you could slow her down early if she's actually truly up to speed. You know what I mean? Which I think she should be at least. Like as far as her wind is concerned, she should be up to speed. But
Yeah,
I would also, whenever Alyssa Thomas is in the game, I would try to stretch her out too. The same way we're saying, like, try to pull Aja out since Japan is more of a perimeter oriented team. Like, yeah, I would just try to pull pretty much the bigs out. Pull Aja out if you can, pull Brianna out. Pray if they're both in at the same time, which they will be. And definitely when Alyssa Thomas is in the game, pull her out too. You know what I mean?
actually,
Because, yeah.
now that you mentioned, yeah, Alyssa Thomas, you kind of remind me. Japan is pretty proficient
Mm-hmm.
uh, at switching up zone schemes from possession to possession.
Okay.
Yeah, they can switch from like a 3-2 to 2-3, right?
Possession to possession.
Now, this Japan team, because they don't have a bigger center in the past, they've even gone like 1-3-1, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, because of the familiarity, they can kind of do it from possession to possession, which is, as you know, it's very difficult
Yeah.
to do. It's pretty impressive when they can do it. I'm not sure how well they can do it now. But if they can, anytime AT is in the game, I'm sorry, I'm daring her to shoot. I'm never. I mean, we got to take advantage of everything.
Especially if she's off the bench too. Like if she's
Yeah.
off the bench, then that's pretty much going to be her role, is to be the designated facilitator if she's off the bench. Because I would assume, I mean, if we're guessing DT starts, then I mean, what, probably Jackie Young potentially comes off the bench, like whoever that doesn't start. And I would actually start Jackie, but then it's like, oh, so you're sitting Jewel, so probably Jackie. I'm sure they're going to show DT love, so she's probably starting. So it'll be probably Sabrina, Jackie. Who else? Brianna Jones, and probably Fee is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And that Japan should be able to, like, actually effectively get some of their, like, what they want to do. They should be able to get some of their schemes and execution off against the second unit. The first unit is no. It's done. That's like Superman going to the sun. For anybody knows comic books, like when he goes to the sun, it's a wrap. He doesn't die. He comes back and he kills you.
Comes back even stronger.
Yeah, he comes back even stronger. Man. Like it's no chance.
I mean, like I said, as we talk this out, I don't really see a path to Japan winning.
I mean,
but no. I mean, we're trying to figure. You want to discuss, like, again, give them. They need to give themselves the best shot to win. Right. Obviously, that doesn't guarantee them winning, but I don't know. I mean, talking it out, I feel like if I were them, again, especially not having as much size in this iteration of the Japanese national team, I would try to push the pace as much as possible. Again, not that Asia Wilson or Brianna Stewart are slugs or anything like that, but as you said, let's test Fee's health, right?
And maybe stagger the
lineups.
Test
Chelsea Gray. Let's see how well she holds up, right? Running up and down.
I would stagger the lineups. Like whoever is the most proficient shooters, I would stagger them and then plug them in with the second unit. Whenever Team USA gets to swapping out like Aja and Brianna, and bring in Brianna. I'm talking about Brianna. Well, Brianna Stewart. Let me be clear.
Right.
When they swap those two, I'll bring in Brianna Jones. Bring in Alyssa Thomas. I can't say I know Nafisa Collier to be a perimeter lockdown defender, or you know what I mean. So, I would really stagger the lineups and make it where you really stretch them out and take your best shot from there. You know what I mean? Like that's probably the best shot they got, is going against the unit that isn't the starting unit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or anytime that Aja and Brianna go.
I mean, at the very least, right? Big picture thinking. You got to come out like ideally to automatically qualify for the knockout rounds or the knockout stage. You got to finish top 2 in the group. I suppose just try not to lose by a lot, because remember the tiebreaker is point differential. Just try to keep the loss as respectable as possible, and hope they can get some wins over Belgium and Germany, right? I mean, I don't want us to come off as arrogant, but I think it's
don't feel bad, because I feel the same way. It's just like we got it. And as soon as Aja gets her first bucket in traffic and she does her Hulk impression, it's over. Like once the intensity kicks up. Because I seen it in some of the tune-up games, but I didn't see it in the All-Star game. Like she was just cruising in the All-Star game. But after that, she started kind of, like really establishing herself and getting herself going. So good luck.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure these are all things that they're prepared, that is the USA, they're prepared to expect. But, Mai Yamamoto and Nako Motohashi, they're snipers.
Yeah.
They're snipers, So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This seems like a very perimeter-oriented Japan team. And, all right. I mean, in general, you don't want to leave corner shooters open. But,
especially Jewel on the left. Yeah. Like Jewel's with this team is like the left corner specialist or something like that. Seems like.
Yeah. So, but
let's tap in with
ideally. Again. Yeah, ideally, well, just real quick. Ideally, let's USA can handle their business because their next game isn't until Thursday against Belgium, and then their final game for the group stage is Sunday against Germany. So they have ample time. Yes, I know. I'm looking. Well, I mean, I don't know, right? Like that exhibition game. It was like kind of good for like 4 minutes,
Yeah,
and then they just pulled
yeah,
away, right? Just
yeah. They did. Just
so
wave the flag.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see. But again, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is my concern is if for whatever reason, Fee, Chelsea Gray, if
We
they
didn't
feel a
even.
little bit limited,
You know who we didn't
because
even mention?
who?
Brittany Griner.
Well, I mean,
Good luck. All she got to do is turn around, right on the elbow, right on the block.
yeah, what I'm saying.
This is
I'm
just
saying, like,
in.
again, I'm a little surprised by Japan's ranking. But
Yeah, yeah.
hey, right?
Honestly,
Like I said, team chemistry goes a long way. So
mm,
yeah, at least we'll preview Belgium and Germany as those games approach. But as for tomorrow,
yeah.
I mean,
We're
let's be
expecting to
real.
be.
Let's be real. Yeah, on paper, there isn't a single. I just keep staring at the roster comparisons. There isn't a single thing that the
You're
U.S.
worried
isn't
about.
better at. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
you execute, you should be fine. And frankly, to be fair, the women's team seems to play with a lot more sense of urgency. Like they take things more seriously than the men's team. Not to be again
yeah.
anti-men,
Yes,
but they do. So
yeah. They do.
I feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah, I agree
But
with that.
yeah. So
They are the iteration of the dream team that everybody's trying to create. It's the women's national basketball, the Team USA.
they are.
Yeah,
They are.
they are the dream team.
They are. They are. But I hope eventually at some point, I feel at some point, maybe not this game, but at some point, I think Sabrina should be playing way more minutes.
Yeah,
But we'll
yeah.
see. We'll see.
Probably. Okay, so it's time to get to Dawn.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Yes,
Don Staley.
Dawn today
Badass.
on the Team USA broadcast. Um, who we play again? Who did they
With the
play?
men?
Yeah,
The men? Serbia.
yeah. So they played Serbia today, but Dawn was basically saying that Caitlin Clark should have been on the team. And just looking at the field, I mean, yes, why not? You know what I mean? Like, because there's just no clear cut, like, there's no competition. If we're looking long view, like, there's no competition. There are some pretty matchups, like France, like Germany. I'm interested in seeing China
China.
because they
Yeah.
got Han Shu and Li Yuru and,
They
like,
have
yeah,
legitimate size.
and some WNBA players
Yeah.
or some players that have WNBA experience as well. So, I mean, outside of that, why not have had Caitlin come over? Hell, bring Aaliyah with her. Bring Angel with her. Like,
Well,
we could have kind of flexed that around a little bit. I know they wanted to let DT get her last hurrah, and I'm sure the next time around they will be here.
oh yeah.
BG might not
Yeah.
play. I don't know if BG will play because she's getting old. She's getting older. And who knows? Aja and Brianna might say, well, we won medals, so you know, the main medal is every 4 years, and I know they love to dominate, win World Cups. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
all the international competitions, like it's just been beat down after beat down after beat down.
Yeah.
So who knows? Some of them will probably stay on, but I anticipate that a few of these roster spots will kind of flip. You know what I mean?
So you only actually name DT by name. Are you saying that if Caitlin had been on this team, DT
Yeah,
is not?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. I think a lot of people
Yeah.
try to dance around that. Like, if
Nah.
you're gonna say that. No, I mean, I think I don't think again when players of that status say these things, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think it's controversial. First of all, she wasn't trying to stir up anything. She was asked,
Right.
and I think her entire answer, it made sense. Like, let's be real. At the beginning of the WNBA season, I mean, should it goes back to what you said a couple episodes ago? Like, should
Yeah.
the selection, like, if Caitlin was ever really in serious consideration, were you only basing it on like what those first 2 weeks of the
Her
WNBA
first,
season?
yeah, like,
Right? Because basically, right, the rosters were announced like what 2 or 3 weeks into the season.
yeah,
So
and it
if
was
they
like,
were
so
never
what was the
really
deadline?
exactly, because then if that was the way they went about it, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's because there were other players that made the team that weren't even playing either, right? Like Chelsea
yeah,
Gray wasn't playing, but whatever.
yeah,
Like, I guess the point is what she was saying is it's just clear now. That was what Don Steele was saying. Like, now
Yeah.
all the way up to the All-Star break. Caitlin's found her groove. She's found a level of comfort, and her exact, I'm paraphrasing, but Don Staley said she is playing head and shoulders better than a lot of her peers at that position.
I mean, is she the best point guard in the league?
You know what? You are the WNBA expert. I'll let you answer because I just have an opinion to say.
I mean, with Chelsea coming back late, I mean, I guess do you see Sabrina Ionescu as a point guard or as a two?
Yes.
Since she plays alongside. Oh,
I mean, I see them similar, right?
Since she
They're
plays
similar
with Lou?
archetype. She's a point guard. Sabrina, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
as much as I respect Courtney Vandersloot, I mean,
okay. So
you can make an argument they're like humming even more with her at the helm.
Yeah.
So I mean,
okay. So I guess she got some competition. So I guess Sabrina probably. But would you say she needed this, or she should have had the spot more than Diana Taurasi?
Me personally?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Like I said, I mean, it goes back to this thing, and I don't want it to make it seem like, oh, typical Americans just being cocky. But I mean, that 12 that we're sending should beat everyone comfortably, quite handily.
Yeah.
However, if we wanted to send the strongest or a stronger 12 players, then right, you could make an argument for some other, not just Caitlin, but because also what I would say too is, and again, you're right, DT is still physical, right? I'm not going to be like, oh my god,
she's still a gunner too. Like this year, she's been actually playing better than last.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying actually, because I think earlier in the season, maybe it's just because Caitlin Clark is known for her shooting, her offense, and that she's a rookie.
Yeah.
There's always like these kind of like narratives that, well, no, you can't put her up there because she's not good defensively. And frankly, like everything I've seen this season, I mean, like she's not like an all defensive player, but she is holding her own. In my opinion, she holds her own, and she absolutely competes on the defensive end. I mean, I know, right? International competition is different. They allow even more physicality, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't seem like I feel like she could have handled herself. If you're saying that is one of the reasons to have excluded her from the roster, then I'm not sure I really agree with that then. But
and then look who she would have been practicing against every day. So she would have toughened up, especially with Jackie Young in the locker room. Like, she'd probably be toughening up, getting ready for the second half of the season too, like coming back crazy.
Right.
So
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I got. It's gonna be a knockout. It's gonna be a Tiger uppercut.
I mean, again, we'll preview the opponents as those matchups come closer. And maybe we'll preview after we recap certain games. But just looking at the field, Michael, and we said all the 12 teams and where they're power ranked. Regardless, like disregarding the power rankings, who do you think could potentially pose the most, like the biggest challenge to Team USA? Just the most challenging. Obviously, I know you don't believe they're gonna win or beat the USA, but who do you think is?
I would say Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Edwards.
Because
of Aaliyah. Actually, I just kind of threw that out because I'm a fan of her. But like,
they seem to be the team that has the most WNBA players outside of Team USA. To me, I mean, I'm biased for Germany. I would say Germany, but that's because the Sabalis are over there. But I mean, Canada has Natalie Achonwa, Kia Nurse, Bridget Carlson, Letitia in my hair, Aaliyah Edwards. Like, come on, man. Like, and Aaliyah has been nice. I don't know how she's gonna look, and because she's a rookie, and I can't say I watched Canada last year or the year before and seen that she was playing, but if she's playing anywhere near the way she was when she was on her run in Washington, then they actually may pose a threat because Kia Nurse can stretch them. Bridget Carlton's been going crazy. And Aaliyah Edwards been nice. So, I mean, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, because you don't know
Yeah.
what to expect from them. You know what I mean? Like, they actually have a little bit of everything sprinkled in, and I would have to see it on the floor. And that's probably who I pay attention to. Like, I'm a watch. I'm gonna definitely try to catch Germany as well, depending on the scheduling. I'll have to catch it afterwards. But Canada is a team.
Yeah.
If I had to have a team to watch for, it would be Canada.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Cool. Um, I don't. I guess my pick isn't necessarily again, right? Not a challenge to beat Team
yeah,
USA, but
yeah,
again, like to give them the most difficulty.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back to China. I think it's
Okay.
China. Well, because right again,
I
right?
surely
It's it's
rule.
still it's still an inside out game in the
Yeah,
WNBA. You right, and USA definitely right. We run all our action through the post. They have the
okay,
size. They have the size to make it difficult
right.
on our best post players. Right now, again, we have the wings to
Yeah, we do.
compensate.
We do.
But that's what I'm saying. It could be like to me, if they do ever meet up, or match up, in this Olympic tournament, I feel like that could probably be like the wonkiest, you know,
Yeah.
game of them all, right? Like it'll be clunky. So
They just speaking of China, they just lost to Spain today, 89-90. So would do you think that the names matter? Like, you know what I mean?
what do you mean?
Like, as far as just going from playing against a Spain to playing against a team USA. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, that was probably a stupid question.
No, it's not stupid. It's just
Yeah.
you know, I think yeah, you know, like I think it's a bigger task, but at the same time, I think at the same time because it's, uh a taller task for them
Yeah.
to take on, to attack,
Mhm.
right? You're
Yeah.
kind of focused. They're gonna be honed in, right, on trying to like basically take out specific players. I don't mean like hurt players, but they're gonna try to neutralize. And
Yeah.
yeah, right. They have a
Lee
specific
Ming's
roster
playing
construct.
too. Ooh,
Yeah,
let's go. Yeah,
that's right.
I'm gonna be watching that game whenever we get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of great matchups, even outside of Group C. And even this morning, the matchup between Serbia and Puerto Rico,
Hmm.
went down to the final minutes. So
Yeah.
it's pretty great, right? A lot of competition. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. But as we did with the men's, again, I
Mhm.
think this one I already know what your answer is going to be. I think our answer is the same.
Mhm.
Michael, are the USA women's basketball team, are they going to win the gold medal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitive yes.
What other two nations are going to walk home or go home with hardware? Doesn't matter who's bronze or who's silver or who's bronze, just which other two? And obviously we don't know how the seedings are going to go down, but if you just have to guess, which two are more also likely to medal?
Mm. I want to really see this Belgium team be in second place, but since as far as on the power rankings that you mentioned, but I'll just go without that all of that knowledge until I see them play. Um, so I would say, yeah, Team USA I won, of course. Um, and I guess I might go with my bias, like probably Canada at two because of the names, because they have just all the WNBA experience as well. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll be able to understand what type of physicality they need to approach with and be able to spread that across all of their matchups. You know what I mean? And they won't be seeing Team USA every game. And then I'll also throw in there. I'm trying to decide between France and Germany because they both feature favorites of mine. But I think I'll just go with the Sabali sisters. I'll go with Germany for third.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All
Yeah.
right. Same. I got the same answer.
Oh, really?
I got
Yeah.
the same answer. If
Yeah.
I were to take one of them out, and I'm not sure which one I would take out. Um,
It'll be Germany.
wait, I just realized my answer is the same as the men's. My dark horse is Spain.
Oh, wow. Really? Even after today? Even after today's display?
What are you talking about? They won Okay, that's one
Yeah, I
step
mean,
closer to the, you
that's the
know,
same score they're gonna have, and Team USA is gonna be like 90-58
I
or 80-58.
I am I believe in Megan Gustafsson. Okay,
Yeah, I do too.
and Mariana Ortiz. Okay, they still got it. They still
And
have the
Meg's got something to prove too, because she's
yes,
been kind of just sitting at the tail end of the bench for the Aces too. So she's got some game
exactly. She's
definitely
fresh.
in her. Yeah, she's
She's
extra
fresh.
fresh.
She's
Yeah.
fresh.
So she
See?
should be showing out.
All right. Well, on that note, this will be good as always. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And encourage you if you haven't already, feel free to check out. I know the men's tournament already started, but you can check out the men's preview.
Yeah.
We'll be doing our best to do recaps and previews. After each game, we'll recap a game and preview the next one for both
Yeah.
the men's and the women. So, as always, the two words that we like to remind you: like,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Hmm.
Right, that way you can get all the notifications of when we're going online or going on
Yeah.
air.
Yeah. And excuse me on the delay for this episode. Life was happening like crazy. It's still kind of going on. Make sure, shout out to Snap Wilson. Make sure y'all treat each other well. Send prayers up for everybody. Like, make sure y'all get some good rest out there. And yeah, thank y'all.
All right, enjoy the games.
Enjoy. Domination.
That's right.